Just waiting. Here we go. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well on this lovely evening. I'm so happy to be on here coming to you live on a Wednesday evening, August 11th. I think it's a little after 9. So I am so happy to be here with you. I'm Lateka S Carter, the founder and owner of LLC Global, LLC. And I wanted to come on just to encourage you tonight with, let's just say, your plans that you may have made once upon a time in your life. But guess what? We are all adults here. We all have had plans, but then life happened. So if you're coming on here, I want you to go ahead and just say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from, the city or the state. And I wanted to just come on to give you some information. So I entitled this tonight, Life Happened. So my plans had to change. Your life has happened, right? Things have happened to you out of your control, a lot of us, and we may have had plans that we have put in place before, but our plans had to change because life happened to us. So I wanted to just come on to talk about that, life happening and your plans changing, but that doesn't mean that your life has to change. It doesn't mean that you can't go back and get the life that you desire to live and be who it is that you want to be. Now, let's just take a moment to think about when we were younger. I'm looking at different screens, so if you see me moving, my eyes are moving to different screens because I have different platforms up that I'm speaking to tonight. So shout out to all of you. I'm coming to you from Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia, in my office. I wanted to be outside talking to you all tonight, but that didn't happen because I wanted to do something different. So some of you may be used to seeing me when I come on and I do my Lateka S Carter Ministries and give a word of God to the followers. But now life happened. So therefore my plans, what I thought were my plans, changed, and the route that my life is going just makes sense to be able to come on and help so many women. So LLC Global LLC is a consulting and coaching company where we are helping women rise to ascending levels. And it is based around your career. It's also based around job transitioning, whether it be from role within the same company or it be from company to company or just career changes all together. Also, what about small business? Some of you want to transition from being a small business owner back into the workforce because life has happened. And then you have some who they want to transition from the workforce into small business. How do we do all of that? Well, along the journey, not tonight, because there's not enough time to go into that, but I will be coming on weekly to just have some encouraging conversations with you and to just share a little bit more about, I'll give you some tips and some tricks and invite you in, of course, to LLC Global. Think about being a member. It's free. This is free the rest of this year to be a member of LLC Global. So if you go to my website, lscgloballlc.com, you can see more about the memberships and what it entails, what all you're going to get. We're going to have so many perks. We have a group page set up, and this is geared just for women, so we can connect with one another and grow, expand, do those things that we may not have thought at one time we were capable or able to do. So let's get back to the topic at hand now that I got the preliminaries out the way. Hello, Karen. Hello. Life happened. So now my plans had to change. When we were younger, most of us have had our dreams of doing something exciting or being something. We had people to ask us questions about, don't forget your parents asked you when you went to school, your teachers, because they were trying to nourish you, to develop you into what it was you want to become, or who you wanted to become, what you wanted to do. And somewhere along the path, life happened, right? And some of us haven't been able to get back on track. And let's just keep it 100. There are times when we are in that position where we know we want what we want to do at that point in our life, but that too changes as we grow, as we develop, just like taste buds. One year when we were younger, we may not have liked broccoli, ew, but now we love broccoli. So we start incorporating broccoli into a lot of our meals. Well, that's the same thing with life. As we grow, as we evolve, as we learn, we can then find, well, the path that I'm on, it was fine and good while I was the age that I was, but now I really know what I want to do with my life. I just don't know how to get there. Or I finally grew up and I'm ready to do it. And then some are just still saying, I need some help. I'm afraid to ask. I really don't know what to do. So I wanted to let you know that no matter the age of where you are right now in your life, you could have been younger and had a dream, and you still could have that dream. But you may be stuck in a job that's not fulfilling. You may be with a company that you really don't like to be with. And let's keep it real. Some of us went into roles or went into jobs with companies just for a short term in our mind, but we haven't exit yet. We're still there and we don't know why, other than we say the benefits, other than I'm invested or I had to start working. Well, just because life has happened, let's say you had to get married when you were younger, that was one of the situations, or you had to drop out of college, you were trying to pursue a degree, that didn't happen, or you did get a degree, but you found yourself, a lot of people in this situation that didn't necessarily get to work in the degree field that they signed up with. If that's you, you don't have to say, hey, that's me. Or, if you feel like I'm bold enough, I'm daring enough, I don't care who's watching, hey, that's me. I got a degree, I'm not doing what my degree says I'm going to do. Or I got a degree and they never told me I wasn't going to make no money with it. So now you have this student loans that you had to pay back and blah, 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 right? So let's just keep it honest. We all have to do 4-letter words, that's work. If a man doesn't work, a woman doesn't work, she or he doesn't eat. Period, right? So we got to continue to work to pay the bills, but there's more to life than just paying the bills. Don't you want to be happy too? Don't you want to be able to experience a life that you have dreamed of obtaining one day? It's time, no matter your age. I don't care if you're 25, 55, or whatever age you are, you still have the ability to make your dreams come to fruition. It is still possible. Plans do change. It happens to the best of us. Bad things happen to good people all the time. But decisions are made with the right intentions too, all the time. You can start getting your life where you want it to be at any age. It's all about how bad do you want this? How much do you want your life to change, to evolve, to get better, to grow, to expand, to become debt free, to have more than working paycheck to paycheck, to be able to balance your accounts out and still keep streams of income flowing in, and you're happy in your home, you're happy on your job, you're happy. Blessings, how are you? Good to see you, Kenny. Thank you so much for joining. So I wanted to share some valuable points with you tonight, all about, okay, so the title again, for those who are just coming in, life happened, so my plans had to change. So I want to give you 5 key points in obtaining the life you want to live, even when your plans change. Number 1, let's talk about this briefly. It's the side effects of the past. Some of us have experienced side effects of the past. Your past will continue to haunt you. It will continue to whisper bad thoughts or bad things in your ear or plant in your mind. And it can even sabotage that beautiful future you want if you don't take action quickly. How many of us have said, we're going to do something? I'm going to change this. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of working for the same company. I'm tired. We have been saying that. Some of us have been saying that, but what have been the actions that you have put in place to make things happen in your life? I've worked with so many people whom I have heard, I'm tired of being here. I'm tired of being on this road. They complain about where they are. They complain about the money that they're receiving. I used to be like that too. But then I began to understand, if you want something better and you're tired of where you are, you need to do something about it. You can't expect someone else to come in and shift your life to make things happen for you. Been following your lives via Facebook and IG, and I support your influence, your wisdom, your growth, and your knowledge. Never know who you touch. Never know who's watching. Keep it up. You help me a lot. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm so honored. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. I want to help as many people as I can. That's the truth. That is the truth. It's not about me. It's about what I can do while I'm here on this earth. What will I contribute to this world? So here is part of what I'm contributing based off of what I have experienced in my past, to have those I come in contact with. I want to see people have better. I want to see people do better. I know what it's like living paycheck to paycheck. I know what it's like just wanting an opportunity to advance. I know what it's like when you're like, I don't have the qualifications that they say based on needing a bachelor's or needing some type of degree or Six Sigma, all of that, but I'm capable if somebody would just give me an opportunity. I know what that's like, so I'm on here just giving tips and sharing some things to let you know, been there, done that, but I want to help you. So the first point again was, we're talking about the side effects of our past. You have to know when you really want something bad enough and you're ready to change your life. Living a unfulfilling life, being unhappy day by day, every day, nothing changes but your clothes. Your conversations don't change. The people you hang around don't change. Or should I say, some people catch the memo and they start evolving. And next thing you know, you're not talking to them anymore. And their lives are going up, and up. And you're like, what about me? What about me? What is happening with my life? The reason why I'm not growing, I'm not evolving. And then you can find yourself going into another job because you need more money, or you're tired of your boss, you're tired of the people. So you start job hopping. And then you find yourself running into the same issues. You job hop again, find yourself running into the same issues. Newsflash, sometimes it's not about the job, it's about you. It's about you wanting to get yourself together so that you can learn what makes me happy. You have to learn what makes you happy. And then you have to be able to assess, is it going to be this job? You don't work a job to have friends. Okay, your friends going to help you pay your bills. Your friends going to come to your rescue when you need them to write that rent check or that mortgage payment or that car note, what have you. Are your friends going to come to your rescue every single time? Well, you have to understand that as an employer, you're there because they had a position that needed to be filled for you to complete the job that they needed to be filled. If they didn't present what they're able to do outside of a paycheck along with you doing the work, then why do we continue to expect them to do more? Unless they're not doing what they said that they were going to do when they hired you. Then they're done that one. So we have to get to the place where we break these negative cycles and stop blaming everyone, stop blaming the job. It is some jobs, I'm not knocking it because I get it. Been there, done that too. But in order for you to be happy and fulfilled, you have to find out what makes you happy, what makes you fulfilled. And go back to the job that I was just sharing with you. You're there to get a check. If you want to advance, if you want to grow, you have to be able to speak up for yourself. You have to be able to put the work in. You have to be able to raise your hand and ask those questions. Do you have anything else you'd like for me to do? We'll get to that another time. That's not about tonight. So I want to stay on task to just share with you about breaking those cycles, breaking the bad side effects of your past that continue to haunt you, that continue to sabotage your life, and you find yourself dealing with broken promises that keep leading to your broken dreams. When you want more, you will do what it takes to get that you want. Do you agree? You will do it, or you just continue to stay in those same cycles and being a disgruntled worker. So number 2, all of these points are going to lead to the ultimate step. And within number 2 is acceptance. We don't, some of us don't know how to just accept. The title is Life Happened, so my plans had to change. And some people are still upset because their plans changed. And you're wondering why you're unhappy in your home life, in your marriage, on your job. Are you going to be happy anywhere if you're not happy with you? If you're not happy, if you're not able to accept, you know what, life happened to me. What am I going to do about it? It happened. We have to get to that point to understand it happened. But only you can stop it from defining you or what you are able and capable of doing. In other words, don't allow what you've had to endure, what you had to go through, to define who you are. Those were situations that happened for whatever reason. Some are our faults and some are faults of other people. Nonetheless, we still have to accept when we make wrong decisions or when things have happen to us out of our control. We have to be able to accept being in a bad head space. Because sometimes, keep it real, we make decisions off a whim, and it was a bad decision because we were emotionally driven to make that decision. Hence, if you needed a job, bills were piling up. Such and such were hiring, so what you do? You needed a job, you jumped and you got it. Next thing you know, you find yourself stuck on a job that feels like you're going nowhere fast, and the raises are not coming enough to get you where you said you need to be financially. Then maybe you'll go get a second job, trying to figure out it's still not working. You have to go back to self, to say, what am I doing wrong? And accept some things about your life that happened to you. Accept the fact that you made bad decisions. Accept the fact that, maybe it was a bad marriage that caused your credit to be jacked up. And therefore, the job that you had before, they don't allow you to have bad credit to work. I know that's me. I can't have bad credit and work where I do. I work a full-time job as a loan advisor. I help people with their loans to get homes and all of that. Plus, I run my own business, run my own nonprofit. So I do all of those things. I'm grown. My children are grown. I'm not married. So why spend my time just sitting around watching TV? Okay, I'm building something here. And when it's time for me to shift from that job, I'm gone. But until then, I enjoy what I do. It's fulfilling. It continues to help me be a better me and do what I am doing to help people like you, right? So going back to acceptance, you have to accept where you are. Understanding that this is not your final destination. Your mind can easily play tricks on you, going back to that the side effects of being you. But you have to step in and you have to understand that this is not only costing you to hold on to your past and not accept that bad things have happened or you have caused bad things to happen, because sometimes we are the reason why things went wrong. But we have to learn how to say, I really messed that up. I need to get back on track. So if you don't stop the bad cycles, if you don't stop wasting time, things are not going to change. Maybe you stepped out too fast, moved into a different direction. It wasn't your fault. It's still what you are ready to make happen. Right now is the moment that we live in. Tomorrow is the day that we're working to be in, or to live in, or to do, or to grow, or to advance, or to have. Tomorrow is the future. We're living in this moment. The past can never come back up and speak again. So why do we continue to hold on to something we can't change? We have to learn how to accept the truth. And I mean the ugly truth. Sometimes it's too painful to even talk about to others. But we just have to learn how to accept it. Not say accept it to say this is who I am, but to accept that, yes, I did that, it was wrong, I messed up, or such and such did this, caused me. Don't blame everybody for where you are, because we still have the ability to make better decisions. Been there. I could easily be a statistic of my past, being a young teenage mother of 3 by the time I was 20, dropped out of college, got married at 21, worked in a factory, okay? I could easily be a statistic, but I worked my way up to get to where I am. So you have to accept life going wrong. You have to accept the bad decisions. And then when you can accept it, we go to the point number 3, and that is forgive and forget you were wronged. We want to hold on to that boss that wouldn't let me be promoted. I could have said that when I worked at BB&T. I got mad because I knew I should have been promoted. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. Y'all don't want to promote me? I'm going to leave. I had already been promoted and moved, but I got in my headspace. I was so young, in my mid or late 20s. I forget, somewhere in there. Mid 20s. And I put in my notice. I started my own business. Boy, did I learn some lessons with that. That taught me not to jump faster then I need to learn to plan my life out better. I went through some things, but those were learning lessons. So my learning lessons are here to share with you tonight. Some things on, please don't do that. Just because you are mad. They were looking at me, they were excited about my life. They had promoted me, gave me keys to the bank, but I was mad. Those are one of the things in my life I regret, but I can't change it, so I use it. Okay, so forgive and forget you were wronged by others and even wronged by yourself, girl. You know you were wronged by yourself. You know you wronged you. But you got to learn how to forgive yourself. Some of the biggest things we have had a hard time doing is forgiving. You deserve a break. Say that to yourself. I deserve a break. You've been on a mental roller coaster too long. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're frustrated, cranky, and over. Folks, let's keep it real. You're over, folks. You're over the job. You're over it all. People can catch it. They can catch it from you on the wrong days because you're so over it. You're so frustrated, and people can rub you the wrong way on the wrong day. Next thing you know, the wrong person has received that bad end of the stick from you because you're disgruntled. You're not in a good place in your life. You're not in a good place, headspace, and you're thinking, I need more money. You're thinking that money is going to be the solve all, when it's not. You can have all the money you want. You can get in a high-paying career, a high-paying job, and I have learned this for myself. I have climbed the ladder I have worked under the president of multi-million-dollar companies. I have worked alongside the CTO, CFOs of the companies, the president, the owners of the companies, and made more money. But my God, what came with that was a lot of work, was a lot of responsibility. It taught me, I grew, I advanced, I enjoyed it, but it also let me know I matter too. So for me, I look back over that, and I worked all the time to sacrifice, to take care of my children, to give them better opportunities, put them in better neighborhoods. I was in survival mode, and I worked my way up as much as I could work up before the mortgage industry crashed like it did. But I missed life with my children. See, career coaching and consulting, they could talk to you all day long all about job and going from job to job. That's what they do, and I'm not knocking anybody. But what I do on this side, we talk about everything. We talk about your career, but we're also going to talk about your life. We're also going to talk about your money, getting yourself in a better situation financially. Doesn't mean job hopping, because job hopping, you can get the money, but are you going to be happy even with all the responsibility that comes with that role? You have to weigh out everything that's involved. Do you have a family? Do you have children that also need your attention? You don't want to wake up years later and all you have is how you wished you had more time. So in my coaching program, we're going to be talking about time management, balancing your time, balancing your family, and not forgetting about you in the process, even as you work towards your plan of actions, or in my process, I call POAs. You start working towards, which is a blueprint of what we together devise to get you to the next levels that you want to get to in your life. So you got to accept that things happened and went wrong. And you know you deserve it. You deserve to give yourself a break so that you can be happy. You deserve a break so that you can find peace. You can find financial freedom and so much more that this life deserves to give you. What you've gone through it. Accept it and forgive yourself, forgive others so that you can move on. You must get in a place to forgive and let it go. Let it go. It's about being happy. It's time out for being miserable. Think about last year. If you didn't do something that you wish you would have done or you thought you would have had time to do, COVID taught us a lot of things. It taught us that we're stuck, and if we didn't get to do some of those things, life could have easily passed some of us by. So many people lost their life, and you have to think about, did they finish what they really wanted to do? Did they do what they want to do in their life? And I'm sure a lot of them didn't. So you have to take advantage of opportunities that are being presented to you. And that means you have to be the narrator of your story. You have to be the one to talk about your story and create the life that you want to live. So after you accept it, you forgive, you let it go, then you use that and embrace it. Embrace that it happened. Embrace all of these things happen. It had to happen, but also embrace that you are better because of it. You are smarter because of it. You are stronger because of it. Truth be told, you should have learned lessons behind every wrong thing that happened to you. You should have learned so much from the mistakes or the bad decisions, the bad marriages, the good breakups or the bad breakups, the bad jobs, the good ones. We should have learned a lot from that and understand that it took all of those things that happened to make you who you are now. And we have to get in that place where we begin to use those things so that we can become who we really want to become and do what we really want to do in life. It is time to become who you want to be. It is time to be who you want to be. You're not put here just to exist. You're put here to live and live a productive, effective life that's worth living. So embrace the changes that you've gone through so that you can understand when you embrace it, you're able to use it. That's my last and fifth point. Number four was it was forgive. No, number four was embrace. So the 5 points that I have for you is the side effects of your past, getting over that, looking at what you had to go through, but don't hold it thinking that you're not able to do anything else with your life. The second point was accepting those things happen. It didn't define you. Don't allow it to define you, but accept that things happen in your control, out of your control. The third point was forgive and forget. You were wronged and you wronged yourself. Forget those things so that you can be released from being held hostage in your past, and you can, number four, embrace what has happened to you to cause you to become a better version of yourself. And number five is use that thing. Use all the things that you have gone through in your life to make it mean something. Make it mean something worth your while now. Get ready to live this life that you never thought you were going to live. Get ready to live an extraordinary life because it's possible. It's possible. I don't care what the circumstances have been. You have the ability to change what you don't like because you have control over self. So use it. Use it. All the bad breakups, the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the job after job, the paycheck that didn't happen, that messed everything up, the fights on your jobs, the people, the co-workers, the times that you missed baseball practice, baseball games, the times that you missed soccer practice, soccer games, basketball, the times that you missed family dinners because you were hustling so hard. Forgive yourself. Embrace it. Grab it. Use that as fuel to help you on this journey so that you can have the career that you want to have or get the job that you want to get the degree that you wanted to get that leads to you completing what you said you were going to do 20 years ago. If it's still in you that you want to do it, I want to have a conversation with you. Use it to better manage your time, to better manage your money so that your credit is in order. In my coaching program, we're going to talk about credit. Been on jobs, helped people get home, had to fix my credit 2 times, 3 times over. So I get it. I want to be able to help you not just find a better role, transition your life to a better job or anything like, or just that. I want to also help you work on the total woman so that she is happy. Her money is flowing. Her time, she got that on point. And she's making time for herself, her family. She's balancing everything. And she's happy every day. She's winning every day. I want to help you wake up winning and excited about your life every day. So these are the things that I'm able to teach you in my coaching program. There's so much more information that if you go on my coaching program, you'll learn a little bit more about me by going to my About Us program, About Us page. You'll also be able to see the coaching, what it entails. There is a portal that will open up for your coaching. I use Trello for coaching. That is a workspace that I'm giving my clients to plan their actions, to also set their to-dos, set a time frame, give them homework. I hold you accountable because sometimes that might just be the issue. You never had anyone who cared enough in a loving way to hold you accountable. So set those goals. Get your life back on track and move out knowing you now understand who you are meant to become, what you are meant to always do and enjoy doing it. Doing what you enjoy doing every day and get paid for it, it doesn't feel like work. I do it. I get paid to do what I enjoy doing every day, and it doesn't feel like work. It just and I get paid for it. So I'm just so grateful for those opportunities. So I became a coach so that I could help other women get their life, whether you're a single mother or single parent, or you're just independent woman and you want more out of life, or you're married, you got a spouse. Let's talk about some things. So if you don't want to be a part of my program, that's fine. I also have free consultations. So that means that you can go on my website, and if you just need somebody to talk to, someone to help you make some decisions or give you guidance, give you advice based off of what you're sharing, please come see me. There are no attachments. You can walk away with the advice that you've been given. You don't ever have to come back. But you know what? If you know that it worked for you, I'm that woman to come back to see. Okay? And you can tell your other friends all about me and what I'm able to do. And sign up for the program. It's out there. I have a 12 to 24 month payment plan. If you have a small business, you're a business owner, and you feel like you need to get involved to be a part of the program to help, or just need advice, consultation. Again, it's free. And what I do in this for the coaching is you still have to go through the consultation, because we have to make sure that this is going to be a good fit for you. That means you have to be dedicated. I have to be dedicated to you. That means I have to be readily available when you have questions or you have concerns. I'm holding you accountable. You in turn are holding me accountable. But at the end of the day, we're winning. So we're going to win. We're going to have continual streams of income. We're going to be happy. We're going to enjoy your life. And you're talking to someone who hated her life every day. I tried to commit suicide a couple times around 2010, 11, somewhere in there. But then one day I woke up and I realized God wouldn't allow me to die. I said, I'm just going to exist in the background. Lord help. When you know you're a leader, you can try to hide all you want to. He'll continue to keep opening up doors of opportunities for you to finally step in position to be what you were created to be and enjoy doing that. So everywhere I went, at that point I went to Bank of America. I was working in bankruptcy and I wanted to hide in the background. I had been in management. I moved to a different city. I needed to start over. And I was just so mad with life. I was just disgusted. I didn't want to meet anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. But people kept coming to me. Next thing you know, they're talking to me about team lead and even management. I turned down the management and said I don't want to be a manager, because I had things I wanted to do with my life and I knew what management meant. So we could talk about it on another time. I just hope that this has helped you tonight, to let you know your life is worth finding or discovering the beauty in it. Your life, you, yourself, your worth. Being able to wake up every day and be happy with you. It's not about a job fulfilling you. It's not about being married to the perfect person. Who's the perfect person? You know, it's not about having the kids, because you'll find yourself obtaining those things. But if you're not happy with self, then you're going to have a hard time being happy with everything else. So in this program, with what I'm able to offer you, we're working on the total woman. I'll be back next week talking about some other topic. I hope that this has blessed you. Go to my website, LS as in Sam, C Global LLC.com, and I'll put that in the comments. Thank you again for watching. I hope that this has encouraged you, and if you just would like to know more about us, you just have questions, you can also go to the website and just send me a message. send me a message. We'll take a look at it and get back to you. I have so many things that I'm doing. So that website tells a lot about my holding company, LSC Global, my brands, my ministry, business, my LSC TV. There's a lot more things that are going to be taking place on the service. So it's good to get in on the ground level. I am proof that your life can change. I am proof that it can happen. I am proof that you can be at the bottom so long, not even knowing that you have been called for more if you never venture out and try it. I'm proof that I ventured out, I put the work in, and I tried it, and I love my life, and I love where I am in my life. I'm just so grateful. So I want to help you get there. Don't forget, free consultation. Free, free, free. All right. So until next week, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.